Hi everyone! For this video, we would be able to learn topics under mathematical logic. In this lesson, we would be able to determine the truth values of proposition. To start with, let us learn first the different truth values for negation, for conjunction, and for disjunction. So let's start first for negation. In negation, when we say negation, the opposite truth values from the statement. Given that we have a true value for P, to negate that one, then we will make the statement to its false statement. If the statement is already false, then we're going to make this one as true statement. The second truth values is the truth value for conjunction. This is also what we call as the AND operation. In truth values for conjunction, it is only true when both statements are true. If our P statement is true and our Q statement is true, so therefore P conjuncts Q is also true. And for the rest of that one, if there will be a false statement in the given, then it will give us a false result. If our P is true and our Q is false, therefore P conjuncts Q is false. Now, in the third one, if our P is false and our T is true, then we have a false value. And for the last one, if both statements are false, we therefore have a false value. And this is for the truth values for conjunction. For the third one, we have the truth value for disjunction, or this is what we call as OR operation, and it is only false when both statements are false. So we have here a false statement and another false statement. Therefore, the false or P disjuncts Q will give you a false result. And the rest of that one will become a true statement for as long as there will be a truth value for any value for P and value for Q. So if our T or our P is true and our Q is true, so therefore, P disjuncts Q is a true statement. If our P is a true value and our Q is a false statement, since we have one true value, therefore this is still a true statement. If our P is false and our T is true, therefore we still have another true statement. And take note, and we have to remember that these are now the truth value for disjunction. Now, I'm going to show you a series of examples where are you going to use the truth values for these operations. Example: let P and Q represents the following statements. We all know that in the first statement, 11 is greater than 5 is a true statement. And for the Q statement that 3 is less than 6, mathematically speaking, this is still a true statement. Now, let us determine the truth value for each statement. So to determine, we are going to use the truth value for conjunction because for item number 1 and item number 2, we use the symbol for conjunction or the AND operation. Since our P statement in the first example is a true statement because 11 is greater than 5, and Q statement is also a true statement because 3 is less than 6, by using the conjunction truth value table, so we have T conjuncts T, So therefore, the truth value for the number 1 is a true statement. For number 2, negation of P, since our P is a true statement, and to negate that one, this will become now a false statement. And the negation of Q, since our Q is a true statement, and to negate that one, this is still a false statement. And by using the conjunction truth value table, we have a false for P and a false for Q. Therefore, the truth value for statement number 2 or item number 2 is a false statement. Let's have another example for number 3 and 4. The same given that 11 is greater than 5, which is true, and 3 is less than 6, which is also true, and we are going to determine the truth value for each statement. And for item number 3 and number 4, we have now the disjunction operation, and we also have here in our right side the truth value for disjunction. Now, let us identify first the value of each item. For P, this is a true statement, and since we have negation of Q, and since our Q here is a true statement, and to negate that one, so this will become now false. And by using the truth value for disjunction, P disjuncts negation of Q. Now the truth value for this one is, if the statement P is true and the statement Q is false, therefore the statement P disjuncts negation of Q is a true statement. For number 4, we have a negation of P, since our P is a true statement, and to negate this true statement, this will become now false. And for Q statement, that is a true statement, and using the truth value for disjunction, we have false and true, so therefore the truth value for item number 4 is true. Now, there are also items which we are going to complete the operation, or that are going to make a truth value table and applying one or more operations for truth value. Example, let us construct a truth value for the statement negation of P and Q. So to find the truth value of this statement, you're going to complete first the table. First, you're going to find the value inside the parentheses. We have the P conjuncts Q. So using our conjunction table, so we have, if the statement P is true and the Q statement is also true, by using the truth value for conjunction, this is true. If P value is true and Q is false, using the truth value for conjunction, therefore this statement is false. If our P is false and our Q is true, therefore this is still false. And if both P and Q are false statement, by using the truth value table, we will get now the answer of a false. And take note that this is not yet our final answer, because we are going to find still the negation of both statements, P conjuncts Q. So for the negation of P conjuncts Q, since this is a true statement, and to negate this one, this will become false. And the rest of these false statements will become a true statement. It becomes true because all items in the third column are negated because of the symbol negation. For the last example, we are going to construct a truth value for the statement negation of P disjuncts negation Q. So to find first the value of this one, we are going to get first the value of the negation of Q, and after that one, we are going to connect this one with the parenthesis and make this one as a whole statement. So first, you're going to find the negation of Q. In this statement, all Q values true, false, will be negated here. So this will become false. This will become true. This will become false. And this will become true. Take note that we base our answer here based on the value for Q since we are going to negate them. On the fourth column, so we have P disjuncts negation of Q. So we are going to disregard first the column number 2 because we only use the P and the negation of Q. So if our P is true and our Q negation of Q is false, by using the disjunction table, this statement will become a true statement. If both statements P and Q negation of Q are true, so by using the truth value for disjunction, so this will become a true statement. If our P is false and our Q is negation of Q is false, by using the disjunction truth value table, so we have false and false, so the value for this one is also false. If the first statement is false and the second statement is true, by using the truth value table, so the answer for this one is true. Take note that this is not yet our final answer because in the last column or our final answer, you're going to negate all answers that you got in this one. So meaning, whatever be the answers on the fourth column will be negated as our final answer now. So negation of this one is false. The negation of this one is false. The negation of this false statement is true, and the negation of this true statement is false. Tips that you are going to remember that in constructing the truth value, always use this value true, false as our first column value, and for the Q statement, so we have true, false as our second column value, and this is true to all disjunctions and conjunctions. And that would be all. Thank you so much for watching this video.